So, Kev, T3 time. You know what that means.
Predictions.
Lisa Nova's crotch.
What? Let's get into it.
The E3s. They're almost upon us.
Almost. They're
So,
coming.
you look into the future. You gaze off into the stars. And what do you see, Kevin? What is before you?
Virtual reality.
So what do you think's going to be announced at some of the conferences? I've been thinking about it. I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of just want to go through the conferences in order. So
Okay. What's Microsoft doing?
Microsoft.
Yep.
I think they're gonna have more news on their Oculus Microsoft partnership.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. And maybe we'll see more about HoloLens.
My prediction is that HoloLens is going to get 15 minutes of stage time. 15 minutes. That's my guess. That's what I'm saying.
Might be a little high. A little high.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's gonna get like a little bit shafted with like only 5 minutes.
Yeah? You think so?
Yeah, because I think they're gonna be like, oh, here's cool Oculus stuff. We're bringing Oculus to the next Xbox model, because that's another prediction, rumor kind of based thing.
Yeah, the Xbox 1.0.
1.0. Is that the
I missed
moniker
it,
for it?
1.5. Anyway.
Fair enough. But yeah, so I expect them to like just talk a lot about the Oculus partnership and what that means to Xbox, and then be like, hey, we're still working on HoloLens. It's a next year thing.
So talking about games, what do you think we're going to see from games? So what are their first parties working on?
Oh, I wonder if we'll see some Halo 6.
Already? That'd be a little quick.
Yeah, no, they come out with those games quick. It's like every 2 years now.
Yeah, but the other one just came out this past year. Why would they show it now? They would show it at next E3 and then launch. That's in my mind, that's how it works.
Maybe. I think there's like Halo Wars 2 stuff going on.
Ooh,
I don't know. They're trying to get
Halo
a Halo out every year. And,
I heard Halo Wars was like a
that
hidden
was
kind of gem. Like, it wasn't really a Halo game, but it was a good kind of RTS almost like game.
Yeah, so the RTS mechanics were just okay because it's not a console RTS, but the story and like the cinematics and stuff were actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people liked it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So what else can we see from them? We know Gears. We know about that.
Yeah.
What else do we
Gears
know?
getting ramped up a little bit.
Yeah. I don't follow
I can't
Xbox.
It just seems like Xbox has been quiet.
They've been very quiet. What do they have coming out? They have Cuphead. Cuphead looks good. It's like an indie kind of game. It looks cute.
Everybody has some indie games coming out.
Yeah, but Cuphead looks really good.
It does, yeah. It's
like
an old-fashioned TV show.
Yeah, it's awesome. Can't really. I feel like they're gonna surprise us because I don't have any ideas of
The
what
potential
it
for
is.
surprises is probably highest with Microsoft.
I would imagine. Yeah. Especially with that big price drop that they just announced. And you were talking about something. What were we talking about?
Yeah, it's Xbox 1.5.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think they're gonna talk about that?
Yes, I definitely feel so.
Really?
So I was reading a little bit about this last night because it also relates to the new lines of graphics cards.
Yeah.
So basically, AMD is a company that makes the graphics cards and the processors for both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So there was a rumor, not sure how true it is, but basically the rumor is that AMD went to both Microsoft and Sony and said, here's the deal. Either you move on to using our new chips with the new processes and stuff, or we start charging you more.
Oh.
And Microsoft, Sony can't afford to like put
Yeah.
more money into those systems at this point because they want to price drop them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that is the rumored reason behind why we're seeing the PlayStation 4K and the Xbox.
Wow, really?
One
That's actually
point
pretty
five.
fascinating. And
Yeah.
from what I've heard about the Xbox 1.5, it's really beefy in comparison to the Neo. Like, it's gonna blow that thing out of the water.
Yeah, so that's kind of why. It's because it's using the new processes and
But so would the Neo.
So much more
the PS4 one.
yeah,
but I guess they decided
you can still cheap out on it though.
You
right?
can,
But-
yeah. But yeah, that's interesting to see. I'd be surprised if they would talk about it much because it kind of cannibalizes your market a little bit. It's like, go buy an Xbox One, but there's a better one coming out.
See, that's why I think they announced the price drop early.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to announce a price drop and new console at the same time.
Right.
It's a little bit better if you at least price drop earlier.
You can still play these fantastic games, but if you wait until this time, then you can play them in more fantastic
4K.
Yeah, exactly, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on from them, who'd be next? Then Sony.
Yeah.
So what do you think we're gonna get from Sony?
Definitely hear a lot about the Neo or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we hear more about their next From Software game. Because FromSoft was contracted for multiple games, and Bloodborne was the first of those.
When did Bloodborne come out? It came out 2015 though, didn't it?
Yeah,
early
it did. 2015. Yeah,
so it was only a year ago.
Yeah, but FromSoft's working quick.
They're very fast there.
Dark Souls is already out, and they want to announce games for next year.
Yeah. Will we see a Bloodborne 2?
I don't know if they'll go Bloodborne 2. Like, what I really
Maybe
want
another
is
IP.
Demon Souls 2.
Man, how awesome would that be?
That would be cool.
I haven't even played Demon Souls, but I really want to. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But that'd be really interesting. Something I want to see. There's a couple of games I want to see there that I imagine we'll see. Is like Dreams. Looks really cool. It's a Media Molecule game. I think I've told you about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like Little Big Planet on acid, if that makes sense. Really cool. Another one. I imagine we're gonna see some Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Because that game looks sick.
When's that supposed to come out? That's
coming.
not too far away, right?
It's supposed to come out this year. There's no way. There's no way they're hitting it. I highly, highly doubt it. What else do you think we'll see from them? Some Last Guardian stuff, I imagine.
Yeah, probably a fair amount.
We're gonna see Sony Ben's game. I know Colin and I have been saying it for a while, and I've been with them every time. We're gonna see Sony Ben's game. Maybe a new Siphon Filter, maybe a new something. I don't know. They were the company that made Siphon Filter, but
yeah.
I don't know. We got to see a new game from them. It's been too long, Kevin. Too long.
So there's basically no indication of what it is.
No indication. They've been tight lips over there in Oregon.
Interesting.
Like, nothing from them. So yeah, I'm interested to see what we'll get from them. And I'm trying to think of anything else I got in the Sony pipeline.
A lot of information on the PlayStation VR, I expect.
Oh, I'm guessing at least 15 minutes. At least.
Yeah,
it's
that's
coming
this
out
holiday
this year.
season,
It's
right? I think that's their big
guaranteed
holiday push this year. So
yeah. So I imagine they'll announce some experiences for that maybe, and some more studios that are working on games, because they got Crytek working on one of those games, eh?
Yeah,
interesting.
Well, Crytek did the Climb.
They did.
As well.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and then they have them working on some weird looking game with like you have a robot that follows you a bit. Looks interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what else do we have in the E3?
E3? Well, there's Nintendo.
So what are you thinking from them? I don't.
Mostly just Legend of Zelda. I just hope it's awesome. Apparently it's open world, which sounds pretty awesome. Because the 3D games have been all fairly linear.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not the case with like A Link to the Past and like the original Legend of Zelda. They were all kind of more
fairly
open
open.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely some lineation done there just through items and stuff. But yeah, it is cool. I'm excited to see if they can pull it off. They kind of did the old Destiny trick where they're like, see those mountains over there? You can go there.
Yeah.
Which, is never actually true, but
yeah.
See what they pull off, and I imagine they won't have any other large announcements. Unless we see the NX.
There has to be. Yeah,
but I think they would have
what
dropped.
What if they did? Oh my gosh! What if they did that? They're like, "Yo, guys, we're not gonna any NX here, no NX." And the whole conference, "What up, NX?" Reggie Fils-Aimé comes out. He's like, "I got you, motherfuckers! I got you!" That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
that would be so awesome, man.
I think so many E3s I watched as a kid, and they didn't announce enough about the next console. I'm like, well, maybe at the end of the event.
Yeah, exactly.
And they never do.
It's a mic drop. Yeah. They're always disappointing. No, not always disappointing, but yeah, that would be awesome.
So yeah, that's the expectation from Nintendo.
I really don't think we're gonna. They have to surprise us though. I really hope they do, because I really want good things from that company, and I think having 3 heavy contenders in the console space is good. It makes for a healthy market, but we don't have that right now. It's basically 2 of a very similar type of console, and then a failure. That's the only thing you really can call the Wii U a total failure.
Yeah, got a couple good games. That's all you can say about it.
Yeah. So it's a shame to see that happen, but I'm interested to see what comes out of this E3.
Yeah. What about third parties?
Who's showing for third parties? Is Bethesda doing a conference again?
Oh, is Bethesda, or did they separate as well?
I don't know. They did their first one last year, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I imagine they'll show us something, or at least some presence.
Yeah, because what are they working on? They just put out Doom. That was awesome.
Yeah, they just
one of the
it's Bethesda Publishing and Bethesda.
Yes. Oh, I don't.
Works, I think.
Oh, I highly doubt we're gonna see anything from Bethesda Software. It's like Actual software? I mean, no
So-
way.
Yeah, well,
You think so?
Fallout 4,
Its last
was-
piece of DLC came out, didn't it?
yeah.
Wasn't Far Harbor like?
What I expect
Yeah.
is a teaser trailer for the next Elder Scrolls, and that's it.
That would be awesome.
That's what I expect. I expect it to be a holiday title for next year.
Honestly, okay,
So they'll tease it this year.
that would be awesome. But now I'm thinking, you played Fallout 4, right? It's clunky as hell, and like
Yeah.
we've been giving Bethesda the out on these games for far too long. They don't deserve it. You look at a game like The Witcher 3 that actually, or you look at a game like Far Cry 4 or something like that actually runs properly and has this massive world that has all this stuff in it. You can't give them the out saying, oh, but it's a Bethesda game, so it's allowed to run like garbage and look like trash. Like, no, they need to make a new engine.
People definitely they love the Bethesda formula too much.
It's
too much.
It's just unfair. Like, the game at some points is just unplayable, and it's just so chuggy. And here, Far Harbor's even worse.
Oh,
it's just
wow.
like super chuggy and clunky. And I mean, I'm not totally crapping on the games. I think they're fun. They're not so much for me, but they are fun games. But I would like them to take a year off. Well, push the next Skyrim or next Skyrim. Jeez Louise, next Elder Scrolls game. Maybe a year down the pipeline. Hopefully, they're working on some type of new engine.
Yeah, we'll
It'd be nice. You're not optimistic, eh?
I don't know. It's kind of easier for them to put out games and just update their engines, which is what they have been doing.
Yeah, I mean the games are still like printing money, right? So
I think it's like the bugs are kind of the selling point of the game too. Especially like Skyrim.
That doesn't feel right.
Giants flying off into the sky and stuff.
Those are funny bugs, but when you have bugs that it's like, I can barely play the game because I remember this happened on PS3. You try and like move into the water, the game would break, and that literally happened. Yeah. So what we had to do was we had to uninstall, we had to delete all of the updates, and then play it again, and now it works. Stupid.
A lot of effort.
Yes.
Another not so third party that I am excited for actually, Rare.
Ooh, ukulele?
No.
Oh, you're actually talking. Okay. Well, in my mind, that's still Rare.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Well, ukulele, I am excited for, but they have a pirate MMO coming out.
League of something or Black. I don't know.
even
Pirate
remember.
game, whatever it's
Pirate MMO. That's
Yeah.
what it is in my mind.
Yeah.
It had some super cool style and I've been checking it out. They've been putting some music tracks up on their YouTube page and stuff. And it's sounding awesome, and they're showing just tiny little bits of art and the art style. I'm really digging.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a really updated Wind Waker type style.
A
little less
jam. Yeah.
Yeah, a little less cartoony than Wind Waker, but still quite cartoony. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I just want to know more about the game, so I hope that's what we find out.
Huh. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
E3 in the future. What will we see? I don't know. Maybe your grandma's tits.